All right, boys and girls. Are we live? Chat. Chat. We are live. 27th of March 2026. We are live. It's just the beginning of my lives. We're going to do so much. We're going to grow ourselves to the levels that you have never imagined. We are going to grow ourselves. It's just the beginning. I would say it hasn't even started yet. It hasn't even started yet. It will start when I will at least have 20 million. Then it will only start. Understand me? Then it will only start. It's just we're just practicing. Just practicing, don't worry about it. Anyways, whoever's watching this, first of all, I would like to say that I am very happy that you're watching it, first of all. Second of all, that I pray that whatever you're going through, you make it. I pray that you come out of the other side successful and in the winning phase. I don't want you to give up. I don't want you to give up on your dreams. I pray to God that every one of us achieve our dreams. Just do not give up. And today's stream is going to be on the process of actually achieving your goals. Because if you understand the process, you are better in the journey. If you know which road, which street goes where, and on which turns, it's difficult to turn on which street it's gravels, on which streets you might stumble upon cattles or kangaroos. When you know the way, it's better. It's easier for you when you know, okay, so this is happening right now. Okay, so this is the part of the process. Like everything else is. You stopping, if your car's tires got punctured, if you had to take a bad turn, if you had to stop, whatever you had to do, whatever you had to do, until you stop, until you give up, and you keep continuing moving forward towards your goal. It's all part of the process, chat. It's all part of the process. I need you to understand this. Water break, hydration, very important. By the way, if you don't know me, my name is Caesar. Caesar, you can call me Julius. Just give me 1 sec. Just want to check if we're live or not. Yeah, chat. We are freaking live. We're live or not? Alright, chat. So today's stream is understanding the process. Because if we understand the process, it's easier for us to move forward. All clear till that? Okay. I want to show you something in the start of the live. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I made it because I knew the process. And it's not something new. Everybody who has made to the top, either they failed and then stopped and then they realized that it was the part of the process and then they continued again, or they already knew that okay, failing is part of the process, all of this is happening is part of the process, and they kept going and then they won. Every person on this planet who have achieved something has gone through the process of being successful. And that process is simple. It's actually not simple. The process itself is hard, but it's easy to understand. And it goes same for every fucking field. Every freaking field. Okay. Now, let's start. I want to show you one more thing. Look at that. Look at that. Does this chart look familiar to you? Does this chart look familiar to you? I want to pull up, just a sec. I want to pull up trading view. You already know what trading view is. Everybody knows. Just want to pull up a chart of what is it? Nasdaq. I want to pull up a chart, Nasdaq. Look at that. Now, we are not a trading channel. Just want to give you an example. We are not, fucking hell, bruv. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Okay, just want to give you an example, correct? How did we draw? Wait. Not that, here. And yeah, brush is all right. Look at this chart. This chart is going up, isn't it? That chart is going up. That chart has been going up ever since this has existed. I don't know when it was came first, but it is going up, in it. But it's not going up straight. Nothing in this life goes up straight. Nothing in this life is steep going up. There are always corrections. There are always corrections in life. Everything goes up and then it goes down a bit, and then it goes up again, and then it goes down again. But every up move, understand this, as long as every up move is higher than the previous up move, it's an upward trend. Everybody knows that. Every youngster in their life has tried to learn trading. Everybody knows these charts. Everybody knows these. A chart goes up, there's a correction, then it goes up again. Unless the correction goes below and then it starts going below, unless that happens, it's always an upward trend. It's always an upward trend. Now the life goes the same way. Life freaking goes the same way. Whatever you're doing, let's suppose you're starting to learn piano. You're starting to learn piano. You were here. Sorry, my bad. Wait. Let's suppose you started to learn piano. You were here. Okay. You saw some videos. Okay. You thought, I will start by learning just one hand first. Okay. So you started learning, one hand. You achieved the one hand. Now you are here. You're doing one hand. You're doing good. You can play, I don't know, you can play For Elise. You can play River Flows With You. You can play good songs with one hand. Now you try to add another hand, because that's the next step. You try to add another hand into your skill, because that's the piano. That's the next step. Of course, you know the first hand, but now you are adding the second hand. Now when you're adding the second hand, you absolutely suck at it. Not only, look how this goes. Not only that you suck at this left hand because you just started, but because you are also learning this, you also started to make mistakes on this. Just a normal process, chat. It's just a normal process. Whenever you start something, you get good at it, because everything that you learn, whenever you start to learn anything, there are so many things that you have to learn. You learn one by one. You learn one by one, as we discussed in piano example. You're learning one hand, then you're learning left hand, or if you're lefty, then you're doing other way around. Now you've you're doing the one hand properly. Now when you add the second hand, you suck. You fucking suck. You freaking suck. Not only you suck at this, but you also making mistakes with this hand. That is normal. That is freaking normal. You're gonna suck on this. You're gonna suck on this for some time. You're gonna suck on it for some time. But and but as long as you're gonna keep on practicing, as long as, look at this, as long as you're gonna keep moving forward. This is the graph, chat. This is the graph. Look at that. As long as you keep moving forward, even if you go down for some time, as long as you keep on practicing, as even if the graph goes downwards for some time, it's all right. Because believe me, if you actually try, it will start to go up very, very soon. That's how life works. That's how life works. You go to gym, you start doing push-ups first, then you do good push-ups, then you start pushing the rod, then you suck at it, then you start pushing the rod with 5 kgs. Okay, you're doing it, but then you put 10 kgs, you suck at it. That's how the life goes. That's how life fucking goes. Okay, you're good at gym, now you want to learn calisthenics. Guess what? You freaking suck at it. You freaking suck at it. You learned a handstand, and then you have to learn handstand push-ups. You again suck at it. That's how it is. That's how the life is. As long as you are going to move forward, and you are not the kind of person who would stop in his downfall. If you actually stop on your downfall, you're a loser. Sorry to say that. If you if you stop on your downfall, guess what's gonna happen? Not only you gonna lose this skill, but you're actually gonna fail. You're actually going to fail. If only you gave up on your downfall. Because downfalls are the beginning of new upward trend. Simple as that, chat. Simple as that. I started live streaming. I fucking suck at it, bruv. I've got how many viewers? Zero fucking viewers. I fucking suck at it. But that's how it is. That's alright. You keep on going, and you get better at it, and then you can do next thing, and then you suck at it, then you can do next thing. That's how life goes. Cause as long as you keep practicing, guess what? You now can use both of your hands. You now can use both of your hands in fucking piano. Do you understand? Now you can do now you're good at calisthenics. Now you can do a handstand push-up. But now you have to learn a next part of that skill. Then you're gonna suck again. Then you are going to suck again. Whenever you're learning something, this part is inevitable. It's going to happen. But at that point, you have two choices. Either you keep going. Second choice, you lose. You give up. Now listen to me. I know this part is like going through hell. This part is actually feels like staring into abyss. It actually feels like going through hell. But if you stop at this point, your life's gonna be hell anyways. If you give up at that point, your life is going to be hell again anyways. But the main option, if you actually keep on going, there are chances that you can improve on that. There are freaking chances that you can improve on that. Chat, things happen. Whenever you start something new, Because you have to, first of all, you can't say that I'm not going to start anything new. That's not how life goes. You will be stuck in a circle and you won't be growing yourself. In order to start something new, you have to get out of the circle and do things. Okay, you need to grow, you need to learn, you need to start things, you need to learn new things. That's how life is. Because if you don't, I don't know what you're doing on this channel. You can leave whenever you want, but this is for hustlers. This is for the people who actually want to do something. So understand this. Understand this. I will not quickly explain you this by another example. Also, this it's like a wall. It's like a wall on every step. On every step. This is stairs. You're doing it. You're doing it. You reach a point where you see a wall. I'll drive it right. Where you see a wall, and you think, should I stop? Because there's a wall. Is that a sign from the universe? Bad things going. Is that a sign from the universe? Listen to me, chat. God never wants you to quit. If you are actually dedicating yourself to something, this universe is so giving that it will never want you to quit. It will want you to always pierce through all of your difficulties and actually win. Whenever you start something, there are points where you see a fucking wall. But you know what you gotta do? You have to climb that wall. You have to climb that wall. Because again, there are two options. You can stop or you can quit. You can stop and quit. Your life's gonna be hell. 100% guarantee. Or you can keep going or try to climb that wall. There are chances, if you climb the wall, there are chances that you can actually succeed. And imagine if you tried on your hard times and you actually succeeded. Whatever you want to do, even if it was you cold calling businesses, there is a day in your cold calling that you haven't closed any clients. On that day, if you keep on continuing calling the businesses, your future self is gonna be so grateful on you. Thank you so much. Past myself, previous version of myself did not quit, and it kept on making the phone calls. Kept on piercing through. Because if your past version would have become lazy that day and slept in, bro, the level you are at today, either you would just be at the opposite place, or you wouldn't be at the same level. You'd be a bit lower. If whatever level you are at now, it's all because of your past self. Because your past self has gone through shit. And there will be points in your life, in your career, there will be walls. There will be freaking walls. There will be stupid ass freaking walls. But on those times, you have to keep on continue pushing forward. Do you understand, chat? Because if we wanna become this guy, look at that. Because if we wanna become this guy, we have to know the way. We have to know the process. Okay? If we know the process, okay, I'm learning this thing. Okay, I've learned one step. Now the second step, there's a wall. What I need to do is, I need to keep on practicing. I need to keep on smashing. I need to keep working on it. And I believe, no matter how hard it is, I believe that I'm gonna succeed it. That's it. That is freaking it. That is it. Literally. Literally, bro. Literally. Okay, I'm gonna show you something. Hydration break. Very important. Hydration break. Where's my coffee? I don't have a coffee today. What the fuck? Actually, I'm already caffeinated loaded. Okay. It's visible. This guy, I want to give his example again. This freaking dude. This guy, his name is, if you don't already know, his name is I Show Speed. I Show Speed. I can say that sitting here in his early days, I thought he's an idiot. I literally, because he, no offense, I Show Speed. But he behaved like an idiot, which was on purpose. He's really smart. He knows what he's doing. He's an absolute character. He's really smart. Most people are not. He's really smart. Well, he used to behave like an idiot or whatever. Anyways, that's not a point. But look at this guy. As we discussed yesterday, it's the same guy who pulls this crowd on his normal day. It's the same freaking guy. Same guy who pulls this crowd. On just a normal day of his life. Look what he came from. Look at this. Look at that. Okay? He's at the top. Well, I would argue that he is gonna go even higher. 100 times higher. But people can say that he's on the top. Which he is. He's I would say he's top 0.001% of the people who are famous. In terms of famous, yeah. In terms of popularity. Look at that. Okay. He came from here and now he's on the top. He came from absolute bottom here. Now he is on the top. He is freaking on the top. And he came from here. Yeah? Easy peasy. I want to show you something. Look at that. People can say, yeah, he was lucky. I don't know why would people say that he was lucky. Look at him. Look at this video of him. Look at this.
Now. Really? Really? It's over, man. Where y'all boys, dog? It's over. Where y'all boys, dog? Big fucking speed, bro. We out. We out. Goodbye.
If you don't understand, if you did not get what this video was about, this guy, in his initial struggles, in his initial grinds, was kicked out by his own mom out of the house. Now that's a big freaking wall. That's a big downtrend. He could have stopped there. He had every every reason on the planet to quit. Every reason on the planet. He could have said, I don't have a house anymore. My mental health is now weak. My mom doesn't love me. I don't have my setup. He could have said so many things. So many things. His mom, the person you are supposed to receive the most love from, and you're supposed to love the most in this world, your mom, his mom, kicked him out because he was chasing his dream. That's a big reason to quit. That's a big freaking wall. That's a big downtrend. That's a big freaking downtrend. That's a big freaking downtrend. He could have coped out, bruv. Easy peasy. Nobody would have even questioned him. Okay, why did you not continue? Every fucking reason on the planet. And he's not the only one. Every person who has succeeded has been through those walls, has been through those downtrends. Look at him. Look at him. Same guy, by the way. He's playing NFL in America. American football. He's playing in NFL. Look at that. He's very athletic. Look at him. He's even outsmarting the professional players. Did not fucking stop, bro. Did not stop. Did not even stop. Never even thought about it. In his interview, he said that my mom said either quit or leave my house. He said, okay, I'm out. I'm out then. Can't quit. Any freaking wall. There will be always things. You might get cancelled on social media. You might get kicked out of your house. You might lose everything. You might get into an accident. There are always things. Life do not go straight. Life do not fucking go straight. There are always downtrends. There are always corrections. But on those corrections, you need to push forward, because those are the moments that actually matter. Those are the only days that matter. When the grind feels really hard, when there are so many excuses, when there are so many actual reasons to stop or relax. But those are the only days that matters. The push those days gonna give you, if you continue grind even on those days, the push that those are gonna give you, your life is gonna be a monumental uptrend with little corrections, the corrections you wouldn't even notice. Monumental uptrend. And you know what people gonna say? People would say to this person, he's lucky. I don't know, what luck are you seeing? People would literally say he's lucky. I don't know. Okay. People also say, I don't know why, people also say this person, his name is Alexander the Great. People also say all around the internet, I see those people all the time. They say that he was lucky. Bro, he was lucky? He was fucking lucky. Yeah, he was born into royalty, and he was already a prince. Bro, he was a prince. He could have relaxed his whole life. He could have spent all his life with girls, with food, with money, and not do anything. You know what he did? He conquered a nation 20 times bigger than his own nation just by the age of 30. People say he was lucky. His dad died when he was 18. And he was literally forced to take over his nation. What lucky, bro? The amount of stress an 18-year-old would feel, and he still pushed forward. He still pushed forward. If you think that there wouldn't be any downfalls, there was not any downfalls in his life, and he was lucky, you're a freaking idiot. You're a freaking idiot. Freaking idiot, bro. Freaking idiot. Okay? Understand this. Understand this. Those things are gonna always come. Also, I wanna show you again one more thing. One more thing. Okay.
If you're going through hell, keep going. I refuse to run. We'll be slaughtered.
I would like to stop here. He said, if you're going through hell, keep going. What is hell? What is hell? Hell is a downtrend. Hell is a downtrend. If you're going through hell, what did he say? Just keep moving, keep going, keep going. You cannot stop. Okay, we're gonna continue the video. Where is it? Oh, I hope you're able to see that. Okay.
I can't run, Kakarot. If I did, then life too would be a hell. If I run, life will be a hell. If I die, it will be a hell. So I only have one choice.
What did he say? If he refuses to move, the life would be hell. It already is. If he loses / dies in this scene, the life would be a fucking hell. It's literally gonna be fucking hell. You're gonna literally die. So he said, I only have one choice, and that is to keep moving fucking forward. Just keep going. I was discussing yesterday on live that if you're consistent with your efforts, even with the hard days, you just be consistent. Even with the hard days, just do something. Just push a bit, but push. Keep going. Because you don't have any other option, bro. Why are we even discussing this? We don't have any other option. We don't have. I'm not born in royalty, but I want to be. So, what other options do we have? What other options do we have? Okay, mediocre life. It's not an option. It's not even an option. Just keep moving forward. Shit happens. I don't know. I don't have any other option. I just don't. Just keep moving forward, I guess.
Get my word.
Continue.
From one second to another, and I have to keep it. I'll shatter through my limits, in my own way, on my own terms. And then, Jiren, I will defeat you! Strength is the only thing that matters in this world. Everything else is just a delusion.
How true that line is. How true that line is. The thing that is said at the end. Once you are at the top, you realize something. That being at the top / having strength / power is the only thing that matters in the world. It's I don't know if you are grown enough to understand this or if you have been through stuff to understand this, but strength is the actual thing that matters in this world. Nothing else. Once you're weak, you don't have money, you're not famous, nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you. This guy I'm gonna give his example again. This guy, look at him. Even his mom didn't care about him. Bro, like how do you really care about your child if you're telling him to get the fuck out of my house? Where is he gonna, what is he gonna do? What's gonna happen to his mental health? Who's gonna take care of him? You literally do not, nobody cares unless you are on the top. When you are on the top, you possess some strength, you're famous, everybody instantly starts caring about you. And that's how the life is. So let me ask you again, what other option do we have? What other option do we freaking have apart from keep moving forward? Because what else matters? Success is the only thing that matters. Success slash strength slash power, whatever you want to name it. But that is the only thing that matters. That is the only thing that matters. And that comes from continuously keep pushing, keep grinding. The grind is real, bro. I'm telling you, the grind is freaking real. And I haven't even started yet. I'm telling you, we will start after we have 20 million followers and I'm very famous. We will then it will only be a start for me. I know that. But the grind is freaking real, bro. The grind is freaking real. Telling you. Now, there's one more thing that I quickly want to discuss. Quickly, and then we're gonna wrap up this session. One more thing I quickly want to discuss. First of all, water break. If you are young, or you're not even young, or you just started, there are things going in your life which you have to do but you don't like doing. If your passion is learning piano and becoming a big pianist, and you are working on an ice cream shop which you hate, and if you're young, you must be studying. You must be doing things that you don't really like. And the thing that you like is this thing, but it's on the top of a freaking mountain that you can't just reach instantly. It doesn't happen overnight. So if there are these things that you do in your life, you don't need to quit them. You should not quit them. You should start the thing that you want to do. You need to continue pushing towards it until you become to a point when you can actually quit them. But until then, those things that you actually hate, you need to do them with your whole heart. Because if you quit your job for your passion who doesn't give you money, you're gonna fucking die. You're literally gonna die. You're gonna starve yourself to death. How are you gonna earn money? How are you gonna pay rent? Have you seen the rent prices? What the fuck? Okay, how are you gonna pay for food? Grocery prices, it's all very expensive. So anything that you are doing in life that you hate, there are so many things in my life that I literally freaking hate, bro. I hate doing it, but I have to do it. My dad always says, the things that you hate doing, you must finish them very earlier on in your life. It makes sense. The things that you hate doing, but you have to do, finish them very, very, very early on in your career, in your life. You don't want to leave them, or you literally cannot quit them. you're gonna go down. The downtrend's gonna be real. Okay? Whatever you do, but you hate doing, but you have to do, you have to finish that very early on in your life. And you have to actually give your best in those things as well. Those things as well. You cannot quit them. You cannot quit them. The reason he said that, do them earlier on in your life, if you do those things very earlier on in your life, you and you cannot quit them, the only option is to do them. If you actually pushed through them while continuing your goal, while continuing your dream, and you actually finish them very early on, you have your whole life for the thing that you love. It's very important. I know it sounds like a very simple, trivial thing. Like, yeah, of course. But no, you need to understand this. Those things that you actually hate, and I also hate, whatever that is, college, your stupid job, you have to do them very earlier on in your life, so that while you're building your dream, your whole life is left for that. Your whole focus will be that. Okay? Do you understand that? So let me revise that again. In our career, there are gonna be points where it feels that it's going down. On those points, we need to continue moving forward, because if we don't, we freaking lose. Okay? They're gonna be walls. They're gonna be literally walls. You can stop here, you can go back, or for me, I don't have any other choice. We have to just keep on climbing it. That's it. That is it. Even if there is a risk of falling, we don't have any other option. Okay? Because once you're at the top, nothing matters. That is the only thing that matters. You are on the top. Nobody's gonna say that you failed 100 times. Nobody's gonna say that your previous 20 companies went bankrupt. Nobody's gonna say anything. People's gonna only talk about the $1 billion company that you rose with a B. Okay? Understand this? And once again, look at this guy, and then look at the crowd he pulls. Okay? Only because he believed in himself, and he keep on continuing, keep on pushing, keep on giving his best. Okay? And last thing, absolute last thing, don't ever think that there is a difference between this person, his name is Alexander the Great, and you. Okay? If he can do this big of a task, if he can achieve this big thing, I'm not saying that you have to go to a war with nation. No, don't do it. The world has changed. But I'm just giving his example. If he has achieved that in this early stage, 30 years, bro, 30 years, only in 10 years of his continued campaign, he did not take a rest. 10 years of his continued campaign. This young person, if he can achieve it, then so can you, so can we. Okay? There is no difference between this guy, me, and you. Okay? Understand this. We are all the same. God has given you the same brain, same hands, same legs, same capabilities. The only thing matters is, do you believe in yourself, and are you consistent with your efforts? If you do these two things, nobody's gonna stop you. Okay? Nobody's gonna stop you. Well, thank you, boys and girls. It was a great session, and I'm gonna have to do some push-ups. Why not? because why not? Literally. Uh, where's green apple? I should literally buy a green